Hey guys, I'm gonna do a collective just to get a general feel for the energies. See what we got here. Ooh, the devil and cheating, lying, and stealing. Two go hand in hand. Cheating, lying, and stealing, and the devil. Holy Spirit, would you link me to the collective, please? A fool embarking on a new journey. Could be a Capricorn tree, or pertaining to a Capricorn. Could be anybody. Could be Aries. A fool sometimes is Aries, right? Three of Pentacles, a group of like-minded individuals in a tower. That's interesting. Okay, Holy Spirit, would you link me to the soul cycle of the collective? What do we got in the heart of the situation here? King of Wands. Okay, so somebody in their creative energy. Could be a possible fire sign. It's also Leo, because of the lion on the front there. I see Leo too. But, desert. Maybe somebody Middle Eastern. There's no desert in the background there. Or somebody from a desert or arid land, possibly. This is the Illuminati deck, by the way. Challenge. What's a challenge? This one? The devil. Okay. So it could be somebody could be challenged by a Capricorn or the devil himself, the Dark Prince himself, or could just be being held back by addictions or bondage to the devil in some way, shape, or form, or many forms of that. Somebody who maybe a bit of a rebel. Materialistic, is run by material things. Very not materialistic. What's the word I'm looking for? Always put themselves before others type thing. And, they're a little infatuated with themselves, possibly. Like they can't pass a mirror without looking in it like 10 times type person, you know what I mean? Somebody who's like all about them, me type person, getting from that. So maybe that could be your challenge, is to maybe not be that way, or maybe that's holding you back. Maybe addictions could be holding you back. Maybe somebody has you in a compromising position where they found your weakness, or somebody maybe believing lies. What do we got in the subconsciously, what you're thinking of? Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is like somebody who enjoys the fruits of their labor, the great outdoors, very well versed in like material things. So this is like a pretty material. You're thinking about material things. Or you could be thinking about an earth sign. You could be thinking about somebody who has a lot of wealth, maybe being what do they call that? Coveting somebody else's things, or like wishing you had what somebody else had, or maybe the devil's like putting these thoughts in your head, or because that's what he does, right? That's kind of his job, right? To test mankind, and you kind of need an adversary if you think about it. Like that's why I got no hate for the devil. Sometimes he could be a little bit frustrating, but I consider him more like a trainer, like Rocky, like Mick would be the Rocky, Rocky Balboa or whatever, like somebody who keeps you on your toes, because really without him corrupting other people's minds, the ones he can basically prey upon, like I don't think he ever really does it himself, but he can use other people, right? Um, Yeah, like really, spiritually, you kind of need that. It's kind of like if you just laid in bed all the time, like your muscles would wither away, and you'd look like Ichabod Crane or whatever. You need somebody like that to whip you into shape, right? So, what do we got in the past? Past. Like, there's a reason why the big guy keeps him around. Because really, if he didn't want him in the position he was in, he could take him out at any time. And or he could just be challenged by Capricorn. The past. What do we got in the past there for the collective there, Holy Spirit? Past. Past. Come on, tell me about the past now. Why, what's so rotten about the past here? One fell up there. A Prince of Wands. Okay, this is like a Knight of Wands. This is a player, some kind of player from the past, like somebody who's run off of passion. It doesn't have to be a player, but it is a player card because it's like run off of passion, right? You're not really thinking with your wrong head, as they say, if you're a male, but yeah, like just running off of passion, not really thinking things through. Like when something happens, you just act right away without thinking, type of person. Which can be a good, like sometimes this is necessary. It's a good thing sometimes, but there's other times where it can get you in a lot of trouble, right? The present for the collective, present. Presently, a Prince of Pentacles. Okay, so a Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow-moving knight. This is the opposite of the Knight, Prince of Wands. This guy's like the one who he takes forever to get anywhere. He doesn't run off of passion. But he's very loyal, and he's very he takes his job seriously. He just not the speed part, right? This can also pertain to like an investment, like something like say you invest in stocks or something that can slowly move ahead, right? Like Prince of Pentacles. So in the past, maybe you were more passionate. You were just like running off of your passions. Now you're more focused. Well, I would say focused. I'd say earth, like on material things. You're focused on material things and the material world. This is, I believe, Virgo, Leo energy. You see how they're opposite? They're going in opposite directions too. Like they're two totally cut from different cloth. Like this one's all about passion. Like if he sees something strikes his interest, he's got to act on it right away. Like this guy's like he'll take the scenic route and he'll think about it a while. Maybe have a smoke or two on his way there. But he's loyal. He's not gonna. This guy can easily be tempted. Like, especially since the devil's in the challenge there. In the past, this person was, if this is pertaining to the person this read is for, in the past you were a very passionate person. and it probably got you in a lot of trouble. And presently, you're acting more like this loyal conservative, but like he doesn't like to break rules. He doesn't. He's like some would call him like the George McFly, like the guy who doesn't. He just goes. He's too straight edge or whatever. But he when it really comes down to it, you can really count on it. This guy may be 10 times faster, but if you give him $500, he's gonna go and get some liquor and whores, and you'd be lucky if he comes back with like $20 or whatever. You know what I mean? Says, oh, I got robbed or whatever. But this guy here would be more like. He'd come back with the money, but you'd probably send like 3 guys to beat him up by the time he got back, you know what I mean? Because he takes a longer time, right? I always go back to when you're like a teenager and you send somebody to go get weed or something and they don't come back, it's like you're all like, oh, I'm gonna get her, and then the guy does come back. He's just got this real long story or whatever. He's honest. He's just fucking shit happens to him, right? Or I don't know why he's so slow actually, but maybe he's just in no rush to get anywhere, right? At the bottom of the deck, we got some kind of group of like-minded individuals, so this should be interesting. What do we got in the future? The future. Oh, the future is the Fool. Okay, and that is interesting. The future, you're gonna be, whoever's read this is gonna be embarking on a new journey, taking a leap of faith, trusting in spirit, and yeah. I have a dog trying to push him off a cliff. No, no. But yeah, somebody, and the Fool's always considered innocent too. He's innocent because he's in a strange new world, and he's like taking his first steps. He's like a baby, but he's not a baby. In the back of his pack there is, the story goes, the Fool's journey story. He has all the experience from all his past lifetimes, right? He's carried them with him, whether he decides to look at them or not. I don't know, but yeah, he's basically yeah, he's in a whole new world. A whole new world. I just seen another reading where somebody sang that song. I'm not gonna do that to you guys, but what do we got in the what you're influencing this? I know all those tarot readers are supposed to sing, but I don't know. I just can't do that to you. Okay, we got a reverse justice. So the way whoever this is influencing this is they're being unjust. Whoever's read this is an injustice. This way it's justice. It's still Libra energy, but this is like the bad side of justice. This is like the dirty cop, the guy who takes an envelope every week. The guy who goes and shoots fentanyl on all the horses except the one he wants to win before the race or whatever. You know what I mean? Like an injustice. Like what do we got in the hopes and fears? Okay. Hopes and fears is you're hoping or fearing to walk away from what no longer serves you, and fearing sadness, crying over spilt milk, and loss. Okay. So these are two kind of the same things, because yeah, you're fearing loss, and possibly because of walking. Maybe you have to walk away from something, and yeah, because it was an injustice. I'm thinking maybe it's something that seemed like it was going to pay off, like it was a good thing, and then now you're seeing that, well, actually it isn't, because it's going to lead to loss and lack and crying over spilt milk and something you'll maybe regret for the rest of your life. What do you got in the lens you're looking through? The Alchemist, okay, in this deck, which is the Magician. So you're looking to material. This is a good way to look at things, I think. You're looking to manifest a new reality, or maybe manifest yourself out of this injustice. Maybe it says you got all the tools you need right there. If you're this King of Wands, the King of Wands is a good candidate for manifestation because he's all about creativity and imagination, right? So, but the challenge is the devil, which I'm thinking is the one that talked whoever this is into creating this injustice. And their hopes and fears are that this injustice is going to lead to loss, lack, and walking away from what no longer serves them. Maybe they don't want to walk away from what no longer serves them. Maybe they're happy with what they have, right? And they don't want to lose it. And that's their fear. And the lens they're looking through now is manifesting their way out of this predicament. Okay, and in the environment, what do we got? Oh, that was quick. In the environment, we got a decision has to be made. You're at a stalemate. You can only make two decisions. You got to choose one of them. You got to take one of these swords and cut the other one out. I notice there's like a black, almost a blue moon. Maybe this happened on the blue moon. Maybe this choice was made on a blue moon. Yeah, because that looks like a blue moon. I don't know, just because the blue moon was yesterday, right? But yeah, you have to pick one choice. And then justice reversed. I'm thinking, like, see how she's blindfolded here too? You know how they say justice is blind? Well, this is like somebody taking a blind swing. I'm thinking at one of these choices. And they're hoping that they pick the right one, because if they don't, it's going to lead to... Well, the challenge says the devil here. It could lead to, like, bondage or, like, imprisonment, like, anything like that. Because that's the devil's ultimate goal, right? Is to imprison as many as he can, right? Oh, with him. Because he's going to be in prison for 1,000 years, and who doesn't want to be lonely, right? Imagine being locked up with that fucker for 1,000 years. Or even more, because he gets out after 1,000 years, but the rest of us don't. Apparently. If the ones that fall for his bullshit. What do we got here in the outcome? Oh. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so the outcome of this, I'm thinking, if you pick the wrong decision, if you don't correct this injustice, is a loss of wealth. This is like the beginning of something. Like, you're not happy with your investment. Whatever investment you made into this, the challenge is the devil. So I'm thinking the devil tricked you into doing this, whatever this is, like he does everybody. He made it look like there was going to be a big payout. You weren't going to be hanging your head there at the end of this. He made it look like, oh, no. He's a great salesman, right? He could sell like ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves, right? Like he's that good. What else do we got in the outcome here? Princess of Wands. Okay, so Page of Wands. That's good news, actually. So this is exploration. Maybe explore your options a little more, and it can lead to good news, I'm thinking. And a Seven of Wands, which is protection. You don't want to lose your protection. That's the one thing that the devil wants too, especially if you're a believer. Because if you're a believer, you're protected, right? If you've basically giving your life to the Most High, there, you're like a vessel willing for Him to pour your knowledge into you, right? You're seeking out God, and you find Him, and He grants you protection, right? So the devil doesn't like that, because he's a control freak, right? And the one thing he doesn't like is somebody he can't control. And when his job is to fuck up whatever it is you're doing, to basically strengthen your spiritual muscles, and he can't fucking do fuck all because you're protected by the Most High, and he kind of fucking grabs his goat, and he is the goat, and he doesn't like being grabbed, right? So, yeah. You don't want to lose your protection. is what I'm thinking that means in the outcome. So I'm thinking that you're going to make the right decision because this is in the outcome. Protection. So maybe this whole ordeal is going to lead you to the Most High. Let's pull on that. Let's pull on why the devil's here first. That's what I want to know. Why is the devil here first? Is he here for just for fun or what? Because he can be a lot of fun. I'll give him that. But Four of Wands, a twin flame, and a Six of Wands. Victory with a twin flame. He wants victory over a twin flame union. He wants to break up a fucking twin flame union. He wants to break up two people who obviously love each other and are learning lessons from each other, right? It's not always the greatest union, like twin flame unions, as I'm sure most of you probably know. It's not always the funnest. A lot of people who wish they had one and got one probably wish they didn't have one. But there's a reason why you meet these people is like to learn things from them, right? You're learning from them and they're learning from you. But yeah, so obviously this is probably leading to protection. One of these twin flames is probably led to the Holy Spirit or to the Most High there, and is now protected. What I'm thinking, and he's a little choked because he knows that the other one will eventually probably share what he knows with the other one, and the other now he'll have two people that he can't protect, right? So, or that he can't fuck with. You know what I mean? He can't chain these two. You can't chain them to his throne, right? Because they're protected. They're gonna see right through his bullshit, right? Or angels will stop it. What else do we want to pull on here? What's this injustice? What's this injustice pertaining to Holy Spirit? And whoever's read this is influencing it. The magician, I'm taking it. Somebody who's a magician knows a thing or two, as they say. What is this injustice? Nine of Wands, okay. Strength. This injustice was caused as a show of strength. For somebody to look strong or to... Yeah, this sounds like devil all over it. Like somebody who's maybe a little infatuated with themselves. I don't know. Like this is the masculine side of strength. This injustice was done as a show of strength. To maybe impress somebody. Maybe a twin flame. That's what the devil's using as a carrot, I'm thinking. That sometimes you gotta watch too, is sometimes your twin flame can be sent from down below, you know what I mean? Especially if you're a chosen one. You always have to have a counterpart, right? You just gotta be balanced, right? If somebody's 100% to the light, or walking a tightrope, or whatever the perfect balance they're here for is, like, there's got to be something to counteract that, right? Just like with God, there's got to be the devil, right? Things that get thrown out of balance. There's got to be negative, there's got to be positive. Everything to be balanced, or I don't even know what would happen if it wasn't, you know, right? So, and this organization, this Three of Pentacles, who's this organization at the bottom? Because this organization, with the devil as a challenge, sounds like there's been a lot of that showing up in my reads lately. A lot of people intertwined with, I don't know if it's the Freemasons or the Illuminati or some kind of organizations. I don't know. Which not all of them are bad, right? But when it's got the devil right next to it, I'd have to say it is. It's just somebody, it landed upside down, so this is somebody coming. This is an organization, I think, that's coming out of illusions right now. Maybe they were in illusions, but I think they're coming out of illusions now. I think they've seen enough that maybe they were, or some of them are anyway. Some of them are starting to fucking clue into what's really going on here, and that the person that they're praying to is not not as powerful as he claimed that he is, right? Don't get me wrong, he is powerful, but he's not as powerful as the Most High at all. And like I say, if somebody's protected by the Most High, you can like send these guys that one chosen one like for days, and they just keep on getting chewed up like they're getting tossed into a wood chipper, like for real. It's just if somebody's protected by the Most High, nothing can get past that. Not a thing, nothing. So I don't know. I don't know how long. I don't know. It's baffled me like how long it takes these so-called like enlightened people to figure this shit out. But like, maybe they finally clued in. I don't know. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Have a good one.